is the Louie T Network.
And then my team was 6-10, and we ain't smell the playoffs. Then it gets even better when your team makes the playoffs.
Who else could it be but me, your man, Louie T? Welcome to the 2017 National Football League playoffs. We're in the divisional round. My goodness, it doesn't get much better than that, man. That's what, from now on, that's how the playoffs supposed to go. God damn it. All these damn blowouts, non-competitive games, that's how the goddamn playoffs supposed to go. Aaron Rodgers, Dak Prescott, shootout. Man, was that some fun, man. God damn, that game was fun. Congratulations to the Green Bay Packers for making it to the NFC Championship game, but god damn it, congratulations to the Dallas Cowboys on a phenomenal season. No one saw this coming. These boys gave it everything. They were down 21-3 in the first half of this game. They could have quit. They gave up a touchdown the first possession of the third quarter. It looked like this game was over, and then Dak throws an interception. But these boys fought, knotted this thing up at 31. Man, give up that play at the end. What a effing ball game. Aaron mother effing Rodgers. This is why I told Falcons fans, this ain't what you want. Be careful what you ask for. My man, Ahmed, said, hey, man, I want the Packers. I want this home game. I would have given up. If I'm a Falcons fan, I would have gladly given up home field to not have to see that man. I am afraid of that bad man. That's a bad man right there. I told you last week. Say goodnight to the bad guy. It's a bad man right there. You will never see another bad guy like this. Say goodnight to the bad guy. That throw, 3rd and 20. Are you effing kidding me? No, seriously, are you kidding me? If you think that that's a normal throw, you need to wash your face. Get your mind right. Aaron Rodgers only makes that throw across his body. Pinpoint accurate to the sideline. Stop your nonsense, Aaron. Stop your nonsense, man. If you haven't already done so, subscribe to the Louie T Network for more great content in 2017 and beyond, man. We're changing the game over here. I want you to help us do that. Hit that subscribe button. Stop playing. Louie T Network on YouTube. Also, I'm on Twitter. I was on Twitter all game long. I couldn't help myself. This was too good of a football game. Find me on Twitter at In The Lab Room is the Twitter handle. Also, I'm on Facebook. In The Lab Room is the Facebook page. All my social media platforms right there, scrolling at the top of the screen so you can't miss them. Let's jump into this game, man. What a game it was. I talked about the first half at the halftime break on the halftime show on Twitter, but just to recap, Packers came out hot. And I told you that Aaron Rodgers was hot, flaming hot. And those boys scored touchdowns on their first 3 possessions and really put the Cowboys on notice. Like, hey, if y'all don't want to play, we will make this thing a blowout. What y'all trying to do? Cowboys dug their heels in and said, nah, we ain't going out like no chumps. We didn't work this hard to get 13-3, number 1 seed, home field throughout, for you to just come in here and run over us. They scored 10 straight to end the first half, get after Rodgers a little bit, and you kind of saw the tide turning in this game as it was 21-13. Really didn't get as much Ezekiel Elliott because when you're down 21-3, the run game isn't as big a factor. But when you score 10 straight, cut it to a 1-score game, it allows you to keep the run game in the game plan. And I thought that was huge. As you saw in the second half, he was a little bit more successful, got some runs in there, was able to be a little bit more of a factor in the second half. And go figure, they scored 18 fourth quarter points to the Dallas Cowboys. Again, they needed every single one of them just to make this a ball game. But like I said, this team did not quit. And you saw this. Remember the game against Philly earlier in the season that they were down. They struggled all game long, took that game to overtime. Dak Prescott wins it in overtime. We've seen this team down before and fight and hang until they can find a way to get it done. And they tried to do it again. But the only difference here is you weren't playing the Redskins and Kirk Cousins. You weren't playing the Eagles and a rookie and Carson Wentz. You're playing Aaron Rodgers, and so you left that door slightly ajar. And Aaron Rodgers took advantage at the very end. But we killed the Cowboys defense, and we deserve to. They gave it up in this game. But when they needed stops at crucial points of this game, they got it. Okay, right before the half, they needed a stop. They got a stop. Okay, to give them a chance to score points, and they did. They got that interception after Rodgers took them down the field, first possession of the second half, and scored. 28-13. Dak throws the interception to Micah Hyde. Micah Hyde is a mother effing beast. I love Micah Hyde. He's always in the right place at the right time. He makes that play, and you're thinking to yourself, great return out to about the 40-yard line. They're in business. They just scored and made it look easy. They get a touchdown here. Even my dad, who is the biggest optimist there is when the Cowboys are good, he's like, if they score here, we're done. The game's over. And I'm thinking the same thing. 35-13, game's done. Okay, all the life is sucked out of the stadium at that point. What did the defense do? They go out and get a stop. As a matter of fact, Jeff Heath picks off Aaron Rodgers and gets a great return, setting the Cowboys up. They would later go down and get a touchdown and get it back within 8 at 28-20. So the defense stood up. You needed another stop. Look, the game's not over just because you scored and cut it to one score. You still need another stop. What did the defense do? Go out and get a 3-and-out, get after Rodgers, sack him, force a errant throw on third down, get the football back, go down and score another touchdown and the 2-point conversion and knock this thing up at 28. Now you need a stop from the defense. They weren't able to get it as Aaron Rodgers took his team. And look, they had a shot. I mean, after they were able to get the big play by DeMarcus Lawrence to force the field goal to be a long attempt after a 5-yard tackle for loss in the backfield, and Rodgers wasn't able to get the football away on third down to a receiver. And so he threw it to Devontae Adams, but he was not open. Look, bottom line is, that's a 56-yard field goal, man. I thought they were going to punt. Scared money don't make money in the playoffs. How many times I tell you that, man? Regular season, postseason, but especially in the postseason, man. Don't bitch up on me now. It's postseason. Scared money don't make money. And you know what time it is in the playoffs, man. You know what you got to do. Go get the money. Go get the money. Go get the money. Go get the money. It was time to go get the money, and Mason Crosby was money. Scared money don't make money. Mason Crosby from 56 yards, ice water in his veins. But, like I said on Twitter, game is not over. Still a minute and some change left. Cowboys with a timeout. This game is not over. Cowboys moving right. First play, as a matter of fact. Straight to midfield, 25 yards to Terrence Williams. And just like that, those boys, my dad's like, we going for the dagger. We going for the touchdown. And they were. But a great play by Nick Perry on a third down. And Dez was open on the slant. Man, that was going to be a completion. They were looking for the dagger. Nick Perry with a huge play to deflect that football, knock it down, and force them to kick a 51-yard field goal. Dangerous Dan Bailey, just like Mason Crosby. Easy money. Knew that was going in. So we back it in 31 all, but it's 35 seconds left. It's 2 timeouts, and it's Aaron mother effing Rodgers. No one's safe. Hide the kids. Hide the women and children, man. This man is dangerous. Hide him. Put him away. Lock the doors. The bad man is coming. The bad man is coming. And they had him right. This is the part that's got to frustrate every freaking Dallas Cowboys fan out there. You had him where you wanted him. First of all, Jeff Heath. Beautiful blitz, man. Go after the football, bro. Go after the ball. Go after the ball. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, everybody knows. I don't give a damn about the sack. You know why? I want that little oblong-shaped brown thing he got in his hand. That's what I want. I don't give a damn about the sack. Everybody want to talk about the hit. Ooh, he hit him. He lit him up. F that. I want the ball. Remember replacements? He said, I got the football, coach. I got the ball. I told you. Here. He gave him the football. I want the goddamn ball. I don't give a damn about the sack. The sack is nice. They got 2 timeouts. All he did was turn around to the official and say, hey, give me one of them things. I still got 18 seconds and another timeout. I'm good. Get the foot. If he reaches for the ball there, that's a scoop and score for the Cowboys. Game over. Those boys are going to the NFC Championship game. Orlando Scandrick is going to scoop that bad boy up and go for a touchdown. Crib. House call. Bring, bring. House call for Orlando Scandrick. He was scooping and scoring. Go for the ball, Jeff. Go for the ball. You got to be hungry right there. You got to be hungry for the damn playoffs, for the championship game. You got to be hungry right there. Go eat. Go get the ball. He just wanted the sack. He was too satisfied, man. He was too satisfied with just getting a sack. Aaron Rodgers got lucky there. He had no idea. And that was all that was a breakdown of protection. Two guys blocking one. They were supposed to fan outwards. The guard should have took the end. The tackle should have took the blitzer off the edge. That should have been picked up. Aaron Rodgers wasn't even thinking because like, I got that protected. That should be picked up. That was a big mistake by those two on the end. Two guys blocking one. Heath comes free. That could have been the ball game. Should have been the ball game. If Jeff Heath goes for the football, that is a fumble, and the Cowboys are going to win that football game. But in any event, he doesn't. Rodgers does a great job to just hold on, turns around, gets one of those things, 18 seconds left, 2nd and 20. They don't complete it on 2nd and 20. Great play by Byron Jones to break it up on Jared Cook. And now it's 3rd and 20. And I walked away. I said, okay, we're going to overtime. We're going to overtime now. As long as the Packers don't do anything stupid here, we're going to overtime. And they set up like a Hail Mary type of play where Rodgers just immediately bails out of the pocket, scrambles. And you know, he's the best in the business at throwing the Hail Mary. So I'm thinking he's about to load up and let it rip for about 70 yards into the air. And then a defender comes and he pulls it down and he starts running towards the sidelines and he just throws it. And I'm like, what are you doing, Aaron? What are you doing, man? What are you doing? He says, watch. You don't believe me? Just watch. You don't believe me? Just watch. Jared Cook, unmolested. And I told my dad, I said, you're going to struggle with the tight ends today. You don't cover tight ends well. You get the touchdown to Richard Rodgers on the first possession. Jared Cook I think he went over 100 yards in this game, if I'm not mistaken. If not, he was damn close. And he goes unmolested through the whole secondary. No one lays a finger on this man, gets to the sidelines, gets both feet down. And I'm talking about the throw of the century. That is a throw, like I said before, that few in this league, not named Aaron Rodgers, can make. I don't know if anybody else in the league can. Across your body, going towards out of bounds, on a rope, 35 yards down the field. Try that. Go ahead. Don't try that at home. You might tear something. Only Aaron Rodgers get away with that. And he puts it right on the money. And great catch by Jared Cook. And I've been telling people, he's the X factor. I know Rams fans that are like, man, that dude's a bum. I know Titans fans that say, that dude's a bum. Yeah, because he was playing with bum-ass quarterbacks. Give him Aaron Rodgers and watch Jared Cook light it up. Watch him light it up. That's what he's doing. He's lighting it up. He's an athletic freak at the tight end position. He's going to make plays with a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers. He's the X factor, and he showed why. Big catch, gets out of bounds, 3 seconds left. Mason Crosby. Cowboys try to freeze him. That's a hell of a call. I love it by Jason Garrett. He timed it up beautifully, made him kick it. It went in. I'm thinking the second one might be a miss, and it was hooking. And then it curved inside, and Mason Crosby knocks it home from 51 yards, sending the Green Bay Packers in an epic showdown. For the second time in a row, the Cowboys are in the playoffs, an epic classic with the Green Bay Packers, sending the Packers to the NFC Championship game against the Atlanta Falcons, 34-31. What a game it was. I don't have a bunch of time. I'll take a couple of comments, but as you know, we're up against it. This second game wasn't supposed to be in the works, but it is. So I'll take a couple of comments, and then we're going to go ahead and get to this game, this nightcapper, Steelers and Chiefs. It sucks because I really want to chop it up with you guys and know how you feel about this game. It was such a good contest, and I know you guys got a million comments, but I can't do it. I can't do it tonight. So I know for Redskin fans, and I'm not one of them that likes to bask in the glory of other teams struggling, but Giants go down game one, Cowboys go down game one. I know a lot of Redskin fans were looking for that. They got their wish, but man, was this a good football game. I can tell you that much. Let's see what we got from a comment standpoint. And I'm sorry if I missed some of your comments. I just accidentally backed out of the video for a second. So I might have missed some of your comments. But my man BE says, if you're a Dallas Cowboys fan, you can't be mad about this game. Yeah, you can. Because you allowed the Green Bay Packers to get off to a rousing start. And then when you needed to stop at the end, you couldn't get it. Whether it's the field goal, the first one that went for 56, or the last one on 3rd and 20, you give up 35 and allow them to kick a 51-yard field goal. So, yeah, you can be mad, but what a hell of a game. What a hell of a season for the Cowboys. I know it wasn't what you were looking for, and I know it's not the finish to the season that you want, but my goodness, what a game, what a classic. They'll be talking about this one for years to come. RG3 hashtag smoking at 3 says, Packers versus Falcons. The winner of this game gets the MVP. The MVP has already been decided. Like I told you before, it's a regular season award. Doesn't have anything to do with the postseason. So, Aaron, I think that's already locked up, and that's Matt Ryan's award. Captain Spartan 04 says, Jared with the San Antonio Holmes catch, though. Yeah, San Antonio's was a little bit bigger because it was for the Super Bowl, but that was a big-ass catch there. Jay Orion says, Aaron Rodgers is the Michael Jordan of football. Yes. I can't say he is. I want to agree. Is he GOAT? Right now, Tom Brady's GOAT. So I can't say he's the Michael Jordan of football. If you're talking from a skill set standpoint, he might be. I don't think there's other guys in the league that can do what Aaron Rodgers can do with the football. You know, just he's amazing. So that's just he's amazing. Bottom line. DG Production says, that was a hell of a game. Bring on the Packers. I don't care about all that other stuff. This will be a good game. We got it. He says, Aaron Rodgers versus Matty Ice. Fire versus Ice. We gonna win. He says, I don't know, but we about to. Who gonna win? He says, we don't know, but he says, we're gonna find out. And I'm telling you right now, this is not what you wanted. You wanted Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. I'm telling you, and I know you say, hey, don't speak for me. You don't know what I'm telling you, this is not what you wanted. This right here is for the people in the streets. This is not what you wanted, man. You didn't want this. Jonathan Adams says, ooh-wee. Well, guess them girls cry sitting at home. They shouldn't have been on that yacht with OBJ, LOL. Boy, this one stings. Lord G says, Crosby for Prez. Mason Crosby might have just got a street named after him in Green Bay. If they win the Super Bowl this year, Mason Crosby might have Mason Crosby Avenue in a few years after this one. That was clutch. And that man has not missed in what seems like forever. And I keep backing out for some reason. I keep hitting all kinds of damn buttons, backing out of this chat. Hopefully I didn't miss any more comments. I know there were some comments earlier that I missed, and I apologize for that, guys. Especially when you're one of the first ones in the comment section and you leave a comment, that sucks. My man BE says, hashtag Mason Clutch Crosby. That he was tonight. He's been that way all season long. And this is a note to all teams out there with a kicker that you know is talented, that has a rough patch. Don't get rid of him. If you stay true and you stick through the bad times, you may be rewarded. Mason Crosby had a rough patch about a year and a half ago where he couldn't make anything, and the Packers stuck with him, and now they're reaping the benefits, and he's paying them back tenfold with his play. DG Production says, hey, man, got to give credit to those Cowboys. Look, they played a hell of a game. Like I said, they could have quit a couple of times. They could have folded up the tent. 21-3, 28-13, and Dak just threw an interception. They had ample opportunities to quit in this game, and they didn't. And they almost stole this one. So my hats go off to the Cowboys, no doubt about it. RG3 hashtag smoking at 3 hashtag 1000 says, I want Skip Bayless to shove all his words in his mouth. What he does, what he says about Rodgers not being clutch. I don't watch Skip Bayless. You know how I feel about him in that show or any of those types of shows in that format. But I do know that he's a Cowboys fan. And so I know he is definitely livid, and he's going to have to eat a lot of his words. But again, I don't give a damn about that. BE says, I feel bad for the Steelers versus Chiefs game. There's no way they can match the fire in this game. That's what my sister was saying. She's like, I feel bad for this next game. There is no way they can live up. And this is why the NFL put this game last. It was supposed to be last, and then the rain and the freezing rain and all of that nonsense that they were having in Kansas City forced them to move the game time back. And now the NFL, I want to slap these bitches. You know what they're doing now. They already came out and said, hey, if this game goes rating-wise as well as we think it is, which it is because it's a Sunday night game. No, a lot of people don't have to work tomorrow. We're going to start doing playoff Sunday night game. Fuck that. I want my Sunday night, man. I work hard for this. I like having my Sunday night to my goddamn self. They're going to take it away now. I know they are, these dirty bastards. They're going to take it away. And there's no way, my man B is absolutely spot on. There's no way that game can compete with what we just saw. There is no way. Anal Probe 9000 says, what a crazy game, man. Tom Brady might be the most successful quarterback, but Aaron Rodgers is the best I've ever seen. Very smart and very good. I think I agree with that sentiment. I think that's the perfect way to put it. Tom Brady is probably going to be the most successful quarterback we've ever seen in NFL history. But if you're talking about the most talented and skilled quarterback, the one with the most tools in the belt, Tom Brady can't run any goddamn where. Aaron Rodgers is a triple threat. He can throw it, he can run it, and he can throw while running. There aren't many quarterbacks in the league that can do it like Aaron Rodgers. Josh Berman says, who is ready for Skip Bayless tomorrow? Like I said, I don't watch that, but I know a lot of you do, and you will be. Ouija HTTR says, what's up, Lou? I've been busy, but watching your video playbacks, man, this game was good and had the results I wanted. I know, as him being a Redskin fan, I know he was looking for the Cowboys to lose. What a game it was. Bossaholic says, Mason kicked his nuts off. And Bossaholic, I remember him saying that Aaron Rodgers is an N-word. I'd have to agree with that. He's an N-word in every sense of that word. Boy, I tell you, man, God damn it. That one hurt. K. Michael says, Rodgers' throw to Cook was the sickest throw I've seen in some time. I told you, man, I don't know of too many guys on the planet that can make that throw. That was one hell of a throw. Josh Berman says, Jared Cook is officially a household name. Yes, and he should have been already, but injuries have really displaced him in Green Bay this season. But the dude, he lit my Redskins up. I've seen him light teams up this year. He's a beast. And I already knew he was a beast in Tennessee when he was a young player. Just needed a quarterback to get him to rock. I knew he was a beast and when he was with the Rams, he just dropped the football all the time. But it was because when it was actually accurate, he was like, whoa, they actually threw me the ball. It was accurate. He's in a good place now. And he knows he has to elevate the level of play because Aaron Rodgers is going to expect that of him. And he's done nothing but ball for them. RG3 hashtag smoking at 3 hashtag 10 says SAS is going off on them Cowgirls tomorrow. I can't wait. Hashtag grab your popcorn. I don't even know what that means, but okay. Patron Life says, hey, that was a great game. Dak and Dez put in. Dez, let's talk about Dez. I can't believe I didn't even mention that, man. Salute. Let me give a little quick 5-second salute to Dez, man. That man was effing awesome in this game. I don't know who wanted to win more than what other guy. I can't go in and measure a guy's heart and a will to win. But I'm going to tell you right now, 88 put those boys on his back. He said, get on my back. I will take us to the goddamn promised land. When they were down 21-3, they put the shot on Dez. He's telling everybody, come on, man. We got this, man. Give me the football. And what did they do? They got him the football, and this man went ham on those boys, man. If not for Dez Bryant, this is not a ball game. This is Dak Prescott too. Give him credit. I don't know what the hell happened on that Micah Hyde interception. He should have threw another one. Okay, Kentrell Bryce, that's why he's a DB and not a wide receiver. Ball went right through his hand. Should have been a pick. But other than those two throws, Dak Prescott was phenomenal in this game. And Dez Bryant, to me, was the leading catalyst for this comeback for the Dallas Cowboys. He was outstanding. And we've talked about Dez Bryant and what he means to this team and the numbers this season for him because of the injuries and all of that stuff. And Dak being a little bit more methodical with the football, not taking as many shots down the field. They don't tell the story about what Dez Bryant is. But if you watch football, then you know what Dez Bryant is about. And you saw it in this game. When they needed him, he made plays. And these were some contested catches. It's not like this guy was running wild. He's catching the ball, putting his nutsack on helmets. He's being real disrespectful to cornerbacks. This guy was balling out of control in this game, and I loved it. Dez Bryant was awesome in this game. Patron Life says, hey, that was a great game. Dak and Dez put in work. I'm proud of them. Coming from a Redskin fan, you know this. What to do with number 9? He said, F it, trade him. He's gone. He's gone. He's not coming back. Lionfire says, NFC East teams all have the same number of playoff wins this season. Don't throw salt in the wound like that. Don't be like that, man. This is too good of a game. Don't stop your nonsense. Genis Luguardo says, it will be the battle of 12s. Aaron Rodgers versus Brady in the Super Bowl, a match that should have happened 2 years ago, and they once again beat the Cowgirls to make it again, LOL. Well, they still got to go through Matt Ryan and that red-hot Atlanta Falcons offense, so don't count your chickens before they hatch. And Brady still has to go through a tough opponent. Whether it be Kansas City or Pittsburgh, he still got to go through a tough opponent to get there as well. Josh Berman says, Zach and Deke. Start putting names together backwards and stuff. Dak and Zeke are rookies. They will be back, and they need to forget about this and do it again next year. They're very talented. Hard to put these losses like this behind you, though. But they are talented, and they do have that offensive line, and if they can stay relatively healthy, they'll be back. That's a good football team out there in Big D. RG3 hashtag smoking at 3 hashtag 1000 says, Rodgers deserves MVP. If you think about it, he brought his Packers to the playoffs. Absolutely. Are you going to give it to the guy that had to win 6 straight to get his team in, or the guy that consistently got it done for his team all season long, helped them win the division and get a first-round bye? You tell me. Blackbird Blitz says, the Georgia Dome lives for one more game. Dirty Birds got this. I told you A-Rod was done. Now my boys are going to have to prove it to you. Hashtag Dirty. I'm telling you right now, hashtag Dirty Bird Nation. I told y'all before, and I'm going to tell you again, and I'm not going to say it too many more times. This ain't what you want, man. This ain't what you want. This is not what you wanted. You be careful. I made the same. Listen to a man talking from experience. And I know your offense is much better than mine. And I know that this is a different Falcons team and all that good stuff. I hear you. I hear you loud and clear. Listen to a man talking from experience. I asked for Aaron Rodgers last season, going into the playoffs. Give me Rodgers. I had Redskins fans say, hey, man, you drunk? What the hell is wrong with you? Do you know what do you realize what you've done? I said, yeah, I know what I did. They struggling, man. They struggling with Aaron Rodgers. We about to get these boys, man. Tell them, come on to FedEx. We about to do these boys. What you talking about, man? They said, that's Aaron motherfucking Rodgers. You don't ask for Aaron Rodgers. Are you crazy? Aaron Rodgers came into my house and disrespected my house, man. Toilet paper everywhere, mud tracks. So I don't even know if that was mud. It was brown and it didn't look good. All over my carpet, man. Disrespectful dude. In my pantry, eating up all my favorite snacks. Knocking back all my beverages. Feet on my coffee table. Pubic hairs in the kitchen sink. He's disgusting, man. He's a bad guy. And you asking for him to come to your house next? Be careful what you wish for. You just might get it. And on that note, I got to get out of here, man. We got another game to watch, another game to break down. I'll see you at halftime of that Steelers and Chiefs contest. If it happens in the National Football League, whether big or small, we cover it all here on the Louie T Network. What a classic that was. That was a game for the ages. And look, you waited this whole time. You've been complaining about all these contests. You finally got one. Tell me it wasn't worth the wait. It was worth the wait. The Green Bay Packers pull out an epic thriller, 34-31, in Big D to advance to the NFC Championship game. Well, they'll be taking on the Atlanta Falcons and that red-hot Falcons offense. That should be another shootout and another barn burner. Bart Scott! Can't wait. All my social media platforms right up there in the corner. Make sure you handle that. Subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. I'll be up there for this game, halftime, all that good stuff, and also Facebook as well. Remember, we're changing the game one live feed at a time. I'll see you guys a little bit later. Enjoy the second contest. I'll jump on Twitter if I feel the need to, but I will jump on Twitter for halftime. That's a fact. I'll see you then. Have a good one. Damn, this was a hell of a football game.
Broncos won the Super Bowl when Peyton Manning retired. 49ers won 5 games and Tom Sula got fired. RG's in Cleveland and my Rams hit the West Coast. Be sleepless in Seattle cause that 12 man ain't beast mode. Oh yeah, I knew it was something I forgot to mention. Yeah, old Tom Brady about to get that suspension. Yeah, I know the Pats fans probably think that's whack. Yeah, but at the end of the day,